We start in the forest of Finian, the island nation. You see a man running, breathing heavy. He's running from somebody, a group of people. The camera zooms back out, and you see it's quite a large amount of people, a gang. And they catch the man, they tie him up, and they gag him. They bring him forward to an old, ran-down house. At the top of the steps near the doorway, is a man, long black hair, tan skin, quite muscly, but maybe more towards average. He wears a long black cloak and black pants. He looks at the man and says, "You have betrayed me for the last time. This will show just how loyal you are. Because remember, I have the most loyal crew in life and in death." He puts his hands up, grabs the man's forehead, and dark energy radiates around him. The camera pulls back out, goes in. Now we're on a ship. The ship is the Seven Stars, a merchant ship trading spices from Volos. On the ship is a small crew, 6 men maybe, most, and a cast of characters, starting with Gordon. You want to introduce your character and what you're doing?
My name's Daniel. I look like this. I'm showing a picture of the crudely drawn face that I drew. Okay, but
Slightly better than a stick figure.
in all seriousness, I am a little tall. I'm about 6'2" on a good day. I have blonde hair. Not too bad looking. The clothes that I wear indicate that I have some money to me. You know, I got a long sleeve shirt, rolled up at the sleeves with a collar, all that usual business. At the moment, I'm on the poop deck, just hanging out, as I am just a traveler here. I don't work on this ship.
Before you keep on going, I'll remind you guys that we are in winter right now. So it is snowing a bit as the snowflakes kind of dance in the sky. It's quite cold, so you probably have on heavier clothing.
I have a jacket as well, a long coat.
So, okay, when you said you had a long sleeve shirt on, though, is it like period appropriate?
Is period appropriate.
Is the collar popped?
The collar is only popped when things get serious.
Okay.
So
At
what
the
are you
moment,
doing?
It's okay.
What are you doing on the poop deck? The pop deck.
Pop deck.
Popped collar there.
Yeah, you guys have me thinking about it. On the
kind
poop deck.
of people watching, looking around. Also, I have a very furtive look about me. I look to be like I'm trying to not be noticed and trying to keep my presence low. Yeah, definitely looking over my shoulder a little bit, but trying not to be too obvious about it.
Okay. Let's move on as the camera pans to the next character. Who wants to introduce their character next?
I guess I'll go next. So my character is Luke. He currently works as a mercenary, a little bit reticently. He's not really... he's trying to adjust to this new life. He used to be a soldier in the city of Berengar. Berengar. He liked it, but he was framed for murder, and he ran away. Didn't think he'd survive the trial. So he's trying to make peace with this new life on the road, just trying to make ends meet by doing what he does best, finding work, busting heads if he has to. So right now he's probably just kind of reminiscing somewhere, just sitting down, just looking over the sea.
Okay, and then we have one more character.
So my character's name is John.
Okay, John.
At least that's what he tells everyone to call him. But he's probably about like early 20s, 5'9", dark hair. He's probably got like a sort of like a ponytail. And he's wearing sort of worn, weathered clothes, but he's got a cloak that looks like at one point maybe it was kind of like a nice cloak, but it's seen so much
Wear and tear.
Yeah, that it kind of has faded. a little tattered maybe. But I think maybe typically when people see it, they would understand, okay, this cloak means something. You know, it's not just like, oh, it's just whatever cloak. Like they would see it and be like, oh, that was a nice cloak at some point. And I'm trying to think, where would he be on this boat?
Right at the head.
Right at the head of the boat?
Yeah.
Like standing
Like
with
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah, doing the Titanic. No, probably just trying to find something to do, maybe to keep his mind busy. So maybe seeing if he can help out with something around the boat.
Right. So you're probably talking to some of the crew?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Besides you guys and the crew, you know, there's 2 other passengers with you. There's a girl with red hair, tied back 2 ponytails. She has quite large glasses on. She hasn't done any work on the ship while she's been on it, which you guys know means that she probably has some importance. The ship hands and the crew don't seem to bother her ever. Almost as if she's in a tier higher than them. And then there's another woman on the deck, long white hair. She has on a black dress. When you see her walking around the ship, it looks almost as if she's a specter moving about. She has on a really nice pelt of a white wolf. She has introduced herself to you guys already as Carissa. She's quite friendly, in contrast to the girl with the red hair who hasn't even introduced herself yet to you. You guys are moving about the ship. You guys are reminiscing. And John is trying to gather some work. So, John, you're probably talking to Skipper.
Sure, yeah.
He looks at you. So, you're looking for work?
Yeah. Anything you got? I mean, like, does anything pay while I'm on here, or?
How about we pay you with the journey?
I mean, that works, but you know, like, money's good too. You know?
I like the way you think. You know what? I'll probably be able to find you a job.
It's not like peeling potatoes or something like that, is it?
No, you're much better than that.
Awesome.
So he brings you down to the lower deck, into the kitchen.
Am I peeling potatoes?
And he's like, we got a bunch of plates that need to be cleaned.
It's
not the most lucrative work, but it's an honest work.
Okay.
I'll give you something to do.
Sure. You know what? I'll take it.
So you start cleaning. And we go towards Daniel, what are you doing? Sightseeing?
Yeah, just kind of trying to take inventory of all the people, see if I recognize anyone, and if I do, to avoid them.
Right. And you do recognize somebody from Finian.
Uh-oh.
It's a man with a red mohawk. You see that he probably usually styles it up, but because of the snow, it's kind of flat on his head now. Tall. He's dark, and, you know, that's characterized, common characteristic from the islands. But this man is Asher, and it seems he too has escaped from Finian.
I recall that since he, like me, escaped, that he probably shared the same kind of viewpoints I did. So I will go up to him. It's like, Asher, you managed to get out too?
Daniel?
Yeah.
Is that you?
It's me.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't think we left at the same time. I remember them saying that they could try to give you the boot like at least a few months ago. Are you working on this ship now?
Yeah, I'm crew hand on the 7 Stars.
Oh, great.
So what are you doing here?
Well, you know, I have a feeling that you weren't always happy with Tillian's reign.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I always thought that, you know, our people could do better. To be honest, I got tired of being stuck on that island and just blindly following orders of a very, very evil seeming man. I mean, we may be thieves and fugitives, but there's some nobility in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Definitely. I had to leave for that very reason.
Yeah. It's good to see a friendly face.
Mhm.
The time I have only just barely escaped. Very recently, I managed to stow away on this ship, so I don't even know if I'm officially supposed to be here. But
Well, if you stow it away, make yourself useful, and I probably can give you a good word.
I can do that. I can't, I can't crap on a good gesture like that.
All right, help me with these nets over here. We're trying to catch some fish right now for dinner.
Oh, like I'll help you like untangle them, but I can't really pull a bunch of fish up. Like you've always known I've been more of the talkative type, right?
There'll be
Asher?
two of us. It'll be okay.
It's gonna be you doing, I think, 3/4 of the work. I'll try.
Well, that's better than all of it.
Okay.
And the camera zooms out and goes on to Luke, who's
So Luke's probably getting a little tired of him feeling sorry for himself and thinking about his comrades and things. So he misses a lot of them, but he's going to try to focus on the future. So I think he's going to just try to gather information about the destination, see what kind of place we're headed to, what kind of work might be there when we get there, and try to start making up a little bit of a plan for himself.
okay. So what do you do in specific?
I don't know if there's maybe someone who works in the galley, someone who can kind of chat up and talk about where's the ship headed to?
Volos.
Volos. What do we know about Volos? Do I know anything?
Yeah,
about Volos?
Volos is a small farming village. Mainly, it's known for its spice exports.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everybody loves Volos for its spices.
Mm-hmm.
Think of India during the mercantile times, right? Where it's
The Columbus business.
Columbus basically.
Okay.
You want to get some good food?
Yeah.
Bagel.
So I'm probably gonna try to find someone who seems like they have time to chat. Maybe someone who worked in some kind of galley or something. I don't know. And see if I can ask them, what kind of help I might be able to offer. If anybody needs bodyguarding work, something like that.
So, you go and look around, and you see Jakey. He's a young crew hand. His long blonde hair. Has this real earnest energy to him, and you can tell he's pretty young, and he might be young to this lifestyle because he's
Mhm.
still very, very bouncy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess I'll probably try to chat him up and ask him hey kid, ever been to Volos before?
Hey, yeah, man.
Just I've never been. So what kind of place is it?
It's nice, farming village with a lot of nice people. Everybody's really, really kind and warm, and as long as the dam doesn't bust, everything's good. Everything's good.
It sounds like a really quaint place. Anything? Do you think that they could use someone like a mercenary over there? Do they need security work? I mean,
actually, maybe. Volos is known for its spices, and they always need people to deliver spices. Traveling through the world is a lot more dangerous than most people can handle.
very true. All right, thanks for the info, kid.
What's your name, man?
Luke. Just traveling through.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jakey.
Hey, good to meet you. Seemed like you're kind of a fresh face around here.
Yeah. It's adventure.
Hey, keep that attitude. Don't let the world wear you down. It's an ugly place sometimes.
Okay.
You
And you can see he starts, the gears are kind of turning in his head, and he's kind of now he's looking at you in almost like this bewilderness and wonderment. Maybe he's interested in the stories that you have to tell.
Well, he's gonna wander off. I don't think Luke feels like
Explaining this to this young
going
man.
into his biography.
Okay. So with that, Daniel, you're helping with the net right now.
Mhm. Asher is really heavy.
Oh, it's not all about strength. You know that.
We didn't even throw it out yet.
I was waiting for you to do so.
Wait, like by myself?
Yeah, it's all about technique.
Okay. Show me.
How about you show me?
Okay. I'm going to try to throw the net out.
Okay, make your ranged attack.
I don't know if Luke can see this, but he might be looking with a slight bemused look on his expression.
Yeah, you see these two men kind of arguing about this net that they haven't even tossed out yet.
I want to look away and ignore them, but somehow I can't.
Would this be considered a range heavy or light?
Light. It's a net.
Okay. Is there difficulty?
We'll just roll without it, and we'll see how many successes you have. I don't think you're gonna fail throwing the net, but we'll see how well you did.
If I trap myself in the net and go out to sea, I really hope he rescues me. Oh, I throw the shit out of that net.
Yeah. What'd you get?
2 successes.
2 successes. So you pick up the net, and you thought it was heavy, but maybe you realize it's more technique than brawn in this.
Oh yeah, I could use momentum to do this. Yeah. I throw the net.
You swing it around a couple times before you throw it.
So you toss
Don't
the net
laugh.
into
I
the
threw a
sea,
net. I succeeded.
and the line is still attached to the boat, and the fishes are starting to get into the net.
Actually, you're right. This is not so hard.
See, I told you. We're move back out towards John, who's cleaning right now. And you see somebody kind of joins you in cleaning. It's the woman in the black clothing.
Is that the one with the white hair?
The white hair and the white wolf pelt.
Okay. So, and she's already introduced herself.
She's
Okay.
That's Carissa.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she goes, "John,
Hey, Carissa.
you get roped into this too?"
I mean, I just asked for something to do, and I guess I just ended up getting this.
Well, you know what they say about uneasy hands.
No, I don't know.
Well, it's better to have work than not.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard that before. That's a weird saying.
It's okay. She starts to clean. She goes, "So, we introduced yourself already, but where are you headed to?"
Honestly, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Maybe go up to Berengar or something.
Oh, that's very interesting. Are you trying to? Is there a reason why?
Like, she could probably tell that he's kind of having trouble talking about it, but he's like,
She goes, "No, it's fine. If you don't want to speak about it, you don't have to. I didn't mean to press so far."
No, that's okay. It's just, I don't know exactly why I'm traveling, but
Right.
maybe I'll find it.
Traveling, please be careful. The world's a dangerous place out there, especially with the Avernus.
Oh yeah, of course. That's I know how to get around, but I don't venture too far from the beaten path.
Right. Have you heard news of the vagrants out there?
No, what vagrants?
I don't know. It seems that all of the bandits and the outliers are seeming to kind of gather together. They're making a group, and there seems to be one head. At least that's what I heard. So they seem to be more dangerous now.
So there's like one person kind of unifying everybody?
That's what it seems like.
Interesting.
Just please be careful.
Of course, you too.
I will. She continues to clean. Is there anything anybody wants to do on the ship while you guys are...
No, I'm kind of curious if maybe they were close enough for me to eavesdrop a little bit about the bandit situation, because that's something that definitely would interest Luke.
Maybe you were walking downstairs and you heard. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
If I caught just a little glimpse of that, that's definitely going to be of interest, because it seems something like right up my alley. That,
would you
basically, because security work would be nice, probably, but if it's protecting spice throats, it's probably leading to Berengar. And I think I want to stay far away from Berengar in case I run into any familiar faces.
Right.
So, like, something that is away from the city, security work, that's like the sweet spot.
Right.
So would you be trying to like eavesdrop sort of from a distance, or would you be kind of like passing by and sort of walking in on the conversation?
Yeah, just kind of walking in and being like,
Okay.
"Ooh, bandits, that's
Okay.
good to know."
Well, then I'd probably be like, "So, you want to help out with some of these dishes?"
Yeah, what the hell? Sure.
I'm genuinely
me-
surprised.
You're
Like,
paying me for this, though, right?
the captain, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. I
He'll
think
totally-
I'd probably just take your word, because I can't imagine that you'd lie, really. So I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I could roll for that.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I'll get a meal out of it. I'm not doing anything right now anyway. Okay. I'll sit down and do some dishes.
And Daniel?
I'm going to talk more with my boy Asher, because as soon as we land, I'm going to need to find some sort of little bit of help to get started. It's not often that people from Mount Finian would ever reach the mainland. So maybe some contacts or even a way to achieve supplies, because at this point, after seeing that he was exiled, I'm sure Asher might have heard my plans, as it was kind of cause for a big upstir back at home, which is why I'm gone now. Because I gotta get it started. I don't think many people believe in his success, but this is when I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can to help me.
So are you telling Asher this while you guys are fishing?
Yeah.
Net fishing? Okay. He's like, yeah. That's courageous of you.
You know we can be so much more than, especially if people always associate us with Tillian. We're not all like that and agree with his practices. We could be so much more instead of just being cramped on that small island full of just hateful people.
Roll a charm check.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna charm the pants off this big man.
I'm gonna say it's
Wait.
easy
Oh,
because you already have what's it called?
I have rapport with him.
Or, yeah.
I don't think you want to charm his pants off.
Oh, I sure did.
My pants.
It's just a net success of 1.
Okay, it's a success though. So you can tell he's on board.
Mhm.
Most.
So you agree, don't you, Asher? It's better for everyone.
You see in his eyes, like kind of like you reignited a flame almost that he kind of lost. Maybe. He goes, yeah. You know, we are destined for better things than this.
Yeah, we can still do what we love, but at a much grander scale and be happier.
Yeah. All right, now help me with this net.
You start pulling it.
He starts to pull on the net, and as you guys yank,
I'm helping. It's so hard.
Before they start doing the net thing, can they do like the Viking handshake where they like grab each other's forearms?
it's canon. You guys grab each other's forearms.
Yes.
My forearm's quite red now.
They're also a lot smaller than Asher's.
It's got the handprint on it.
He's like,
You're so strong, man.
and then he starts to pull on. He starts to pull on the net, and with that, time passes by. The snow dances around the sky still, except now, accompanying it is the light of the stars. You see the ship, lanterns have been lit. People are still working through the night, trying to make sure that everything goes smooth, especially in care of the crystal that's in the bottom of the deck. It's used to block the Avernus. This is what's keeping you safe from the mist right now. And
So the mist spread over the sea as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's why ship travel is it's fairly recent.
Hmm.
And even then, it's not very long. Most ship travel only lasts about 3 days. So people are watching all that and everything. What do you guys want to do during the night? Is there anything in particular?
I'm probably just going to drink.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna drink.
So you guys are in the mess hall.
I'm curious about these bandits still, because I think that seems like the easiest way for me to my semi-permanent meal ticket. So I'm gonna try to see if there's someone that might be familiar with the area that can tell me more about
Right.
recent bandit activity
Okay.
and who would be paying, who would be most concerned with it, who'd be most likely to pay out for.
Okay. You're probably looking for Carissa.
Okay.
And she's the one that brought it up, so she's probably the most knowledgeable, at least to your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Daniel and John are grabbing drinks. Are you guys all together?
Separate,
Separate,
I'm
right?
not familiar with these two.
Right. So, everybody give me a vigilance check.
Oh,
It's gonna be average.
average.
You know what? You're right. Hard.
What?
Jeez.
Come on.
It's hard.
Okay, so hard vigilance. So I take willpower.
Hard. Oh, is it actually through?
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
No, that's just 3 misses.
Okay.
man. I definitely did not notice anything.
1 fail.
So 1 failure from Daniel.
3
John,
failures from me.
Same. Three
Luke,
failures.
and John 3 failures. So, with your failure, nothing. With your failures, all the plural.
Yes.
Let's get this correct.
We're very drunk right now.
Daniel,
Yes.
you just sit down and begin to drink.
Yes, I drink and I try to tuck away in a corner.
All right. I'm gonna say for Luke, you can't find Carissa,
Mm-hmm.
right? It seems she's not missing, but she's probably not down on the deck right now, or
Okay.
the dining hall, or dining quarters, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
the mess hall. There we
Sure.
go. And then we have John.
John.
As you're moving the beer, you're walking back, you bump into somebody. Hey, watch it!
Hey, look, I'm sorry.
It's the girl with the red hair and the glasses. The ones you haven't quite introduced. You almost... You tell she's getting angry at you.
Whoa. Hey, look, let me buy you a drink, all right?
I don't want a drink. How about you just get out of my way?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, all right.
Can I notice this?
Yeah, she's making quite a scene about it. It's quite loud.
I'm gonna notice this and go up, and it's like, I'm sorry, is my brother bothering you? I think we can, diffuse this situation.
Is this your problem?
Yes, he is my blood brother.
I don't. What?
Roll a deception. Get a setback die because
yeah, like I'm probably so like kind of out of it right now that I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's hard. One, instead of purple though, one red.
Gross.
Well. We were close. That was close. We were very close. That was close. A net of one threat.
One threat. So, with this one threat, you think I'm a fool?
No. I just feel like I'm destined for great things with this man. And he could very well be my brother. Anyone can be my brother when you're 4 beers deep.
And then I put my arm around him.
So please, we don't want any trouble. I'm sure he apologizes.
She is very confused.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
She storms off, but before she does, she knocks the beer out of both your hands.
I just paid for that.
My brother, how about I get us a new round? I think we're due for a drink. I'll get you a new one. Don't let her ruin your night,
And yeah, I kind of do. Like, since I already got my arm around your neck, I kind of like pull you in a little bit. Like, yeah.
You're choking me. I'm not drunk enough to enjoy this. Let us get another beer.
So yeah.
You guys getting beers?
Yeah.
Anything you want to do, Lou?
No, probably just trying to get a bite. I don't know if I can cash in on like the dishes I did, or that was all like a complete lie. If it is a complete lie, then I'm gonna go hunt down John here. Just a minute here.
Right. So you try to cash in on your food and your drinks, and you can see it's Skipper. Hey, you got paid for that.
I got. Hey, wait! No, I worked. I was talking to your guy in the galley, and he said just do some dishes and I could get a meal here.
He squints real hard with one eye at you. He goes, "You're not the man I sent down there."
No, I've just been working. Ask your guy in the galley. Like, it just happened. Here, let me go find him for you.
Hey, Skipper, why don't you put it on my tab? It's no big deal.
Yeah, put it on his tab.
Put it on my tab.
You got the gold?
How much total for everything right now?
4 golds.
Take 5 as a tip. No
Okay.
trouble here. And you tell that redhead to be nicer.
Ain't nobody gonna tell her to do anything.
Wait, why?
Okay.
She royalty.
Royalty.
What's she
Yeah.
doing on this ship? I thought they would have their own private ship. No offense, I like this ship.
She's a bit of a scholar. She's kind of studying things.
Oh.
Tell by glasses. She's kind of...
That's what that means, huh? Not that she can't see.
No, definitely.
I don't know.
See?
Those didn't look quite like they did anything.
She has the glasses
ones
with
with
the
the
no
lenses
lens
out.
in.
Let's be real. The only thing she's going to be studying down here is stinky old fish and drunk men.
Maybe that's what she's studying.
Good Lord. Let's go talk to her again.
So he gives you a round of, let's say beer. Actually, you know what? Rum. Because of the spices, it's rum.
Sure.
He gives you guys rum.
What's y'all's name? Seeing as I just paid for your drinks.
Hey, I'm Luke. Thanks for looking out for, I guess, your brother? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
this is
thought-
my brother.
I heard
Yeah,
something.
I'm John.
This is my brother John.
He almost got me into a bit of trouble, but I appreciate you coming in.
Oh, John's always been a troublemaker for all the years I've known him.
Wait, what?
I'm his brother. I don't know if he's my brother. It's a weird family situation.
Well, it's Luke. It's good to meet you too.
You could be my brother.
I seriously don't know.
I don't know.
So as you guys are having this conversation, Asher appears. Brothers!
Now this is definitely my brother.
Hey!
Asher.
Drinks on me! And he grabs another round of
Perfect.
drinks.
This is my brother from the poop deck.
How much is everybody drinking?
Oh,
This would count as beer 6.
yeah.
You're
No,
six.
I'm hammered.
Hammered?
My guy likes to kind of be in control as much as possible in general. So he'll drink a little bit, but
It's like you're more of a social drinker. Like, hey, I'm with everybody drinking, but
like
I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Taking little sips here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are having a nice, fun, festive time. You hear a bell ring. Ding!
We're
ding.
here. We're
What
here.
does that
We're
sound?
finally here at Volos.
That's when Asher kind of looks at you like quizzically. Huh? No,
What?
it's too early.
I thought that was like we landed bell, you know?
So what does that bell mean?
That means something bad's happened.
Oh. Let us retire to our quarters. Let the
Wait,
men take
no,
care
okay,
of
this is bad. Hit me.
Okay, I hit him, but it's not very strong.
So, you hit him?
Yeah, he asked me to.
How do you hit him?
Like, I hit him in the gut, but I'm not very strong, so it's just...
Ooh, boy.
You just slap his face a little. Like,
I like the gut punches though better.
Yeah, I kind of like the gut punch.
It's easier
Like, especially
target.
after drinking beer. Like,
Mhm.
that's the worst thing.
It's the easier target.
So he punches you in the gut.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, I probably maybe throw up a little bit.
So I feel like you puke in your mouth and kind of swallow it down.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna discount these two as probably not being helpful for this. So I'm gonna try to be vigilant, maybe, and
Right.
see if I can ignore them and figure out what's going on.
So you guys can. I mean, maybe Daniel and John don't really notice because they're drunk, but Luke notices that the ship is kind of at a standstill right now. It's not moving right now.
Okay. I think I'm gonna say we should probably get on deck, and then
I don't know, man. This ship feels like it's moving really fast right now. Like, really fast. I think we need to hold on.
So I hold on to you.
And I hold on to you. And we stay still.
So are you guys going up deck though?
I guess.
we walk upstairs holding.
I was like,
each other.
Asher, do you need our help?
I think it's probably best if they stay below deck. So
No. We're okay. We're okay. We got
Hey,
this.
whatever happens, I'm not bad with a sword.
So
I seriously am terrified at the idea with the sword in his hand.
Look, just don't stand in front of me unless you want to get nicked. Can't guarantee death.
So you guys make your way up deck. You see the captain. He's an older man. He goes by Blackbeard, but his age is starting to show, and his beard's more of a silver than black.
More of a salt and pepper.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Beard, what's wrong?
Are you drunk?
No. No, absolutely
This-
not. We are not.
There's an idle ship out there.
Uh-oh. Is that bad? Can't we just, like, go around it?
I'm curious to see if the crew's still alive.
Oh, okay. Okay. What can we do?
Ooh.
Hold on.
Captain, if there's something dangerous, should you really be risking the crew?
I volunteer. Right, brother?
Wait.
So he takes a stern look at Luke and goes, "It's up to the fellow man to help each other out.
Absolutely.
Bypass every situation. We will never be better as people."
All right. That really touches Luke.
Oh,
And
Mr.
He
Beard.
remembers of his time in the army, and he's like, "Damn, man. All right."
Right. So he goes, "Well, the three of you,
Yeah.
how about you guys go check that ship for me?"
Okay. First of all, these two are probably incompetent while they're sober.
How
Two.
rude.
Whoa.
How rude.
Hold on.
Yeah, you best hold your horses.
And then like John does that kind of like drunken squint thing at him a little
Ooh,
bit.
my
You know,
favorite.
like, hold on. Listen,
Listen.
I got nothing to say.
Captain,
he's
these
got
men
every-
are in no position to go into
He's
a
got
dangerous
everything.
situation.
What he doesn't have to say, he gave to me to say. We would love to help our fellow man. We will do anything, especially because we didn't pay for this ride.
Captain, I must protest against these two coming along. Please just send me. These two will just be a liability.
No, we'll tie a rope to each other, but we won't get lost.
No, John slaps himself in the face a little bit, and then he actually kind of looks a little more serious. He's like, no. For real. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that drunk. I just like to have a good time.
He looks at Luke.
Extremely skeptical.
He hasn't made eye contact with anybody else besides Luke. He goes, "I would love to send my own men, but there's something wrong with our crystal. They're looking at it right now. I need you three to please look at that ship.
John gives the captain a thumbs up. You got
Yeah.
it, Mr. Beard.
I know a thing or two about boarding another ship. So
Okay.
do we have like a lifeboat or
Captain, I can't be liable for what happens with these two men. I'll do my best to protect them. But
how about like a gangplank situation?
Take the gangplank right there.
All right. Now, do you have any supplies in case not only are there survivors but opposing forces?
Here. And then he's about to hand it to Daniel, but then he quickly hands it to Luke instead.
Mr. Beard, you're such a tease.
It's a tincture and like a stone.
okay.
And you know, it's like this flask that the people use. It's kind of like a signal flare.
Okay.
So you put it in there, and in 3 seconds, it'll explode.
Okay.
It's mostly harmless, but it's a bright flash of light.
Mm-hmm.
They use that to kind of signal each
It's
other.
like a fantasy flare gun.
Pretty much.
So
Flight
tincture
flare gun.
and signal flare, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything for lights? I don't have anything to light my way in the darkness.
He grabs
I have a
light.
torch.
Yes, I have a torch.
He goes, "How about we don't use those?" And then he grabs a lantern and one that's like able to tie around your waist.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
Nice.
much easier. I was about to tie the torch to my waist.
All right, Captain. We'll go out there and we'll do our best.
So you guys,
I'll lead the way.
Why not?
I draw my sword, and then I very slowly make it over the gangplank.
I'm gonna follow behind everyone.
okay. So you're sandwiched in between.
I guess I'm
them.
sandwiched in between, which is fine because
Grab
I,
onto
I feel like a need to protect them, even though I feel like they're gonna get me killed.
grab
got-
onto my belt.
I've got my bow out.
Are we literally swimming out there? This is what's happening.
No, we have a
there's
gangplank.
there's a plank, yeah.
So,
Oh, okay,
yeah, you
okay.
got-
We've docked. Okay.
Yeah, you got
I was
this-
picturing the gangplank over the ocean, and then us like dog
Well,
paddling
think about
over.
the gangplank is like on from your ship to their ship. So
Gotcha.
it's like a makeshift bridge right
That
now.
makes more
Yeah.
sense than what I had previously.
So you guys are making your way, scuttling through.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Can I basically have a cestus in one hand and then my bow in the other?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Just in case. Just
Right.
so I'm like, if I need to, I can just like drop the bow or something and then
Right.
start punching something.
Right.
Okay.
So you guys start to make way to the other ship.
Yeah. Gonna whisper quietly. Should we announce our presence in case there's any survivors here?
Absolutely not. Let's observe the ship first to see if it's been sieged.
Okay.
Well, I mean, shouldn't we be able to tell if, are
Oh,
there
yeah.
signs of struggle anywhere?
But did you take a really good look yet, John, as we have not set foot on the ship yet?
What?
Can we see anything about the condition of the ship? Whether it looks like it's taken any, artillery damage, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Give me a perception roll.
Perception.
Everybody?
Is that
Just Luke.
perception?
Can
Okay.
I just
You know
take,
what?
like, a
Everybody,
setback?
but everybody gets set
You-
back for how
you-
drunk you are.
You
Sure.
know y'all heeded my words.
Give me. You guys can set your own setbacks. I figure you guys will do an appropriate amount.
Oh, I'm going to have two.
Okay.
I'm definitely having two.
Cunning is 2.
That's been
Average
Jordan picks up
difficulty?
5 setback dice.
Is that average difficulty?
Average difficulty.
Wait, isn't difficult the purple?
Yes.
No, I didn't succeed.
Difficult.
Yeah.
He has
Oh,
setback.
and then
difficulty would be-
setback for drunkenness.
Yeah.
You're not that drunk, so you don't.
No,
have one.
you're fine.
I was gonna take one, but
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
2 threat. It makes sense.
I did have a drink. Let's see. So this is not good.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's many failures, but one advantage.
Okay.
That's 3 failures, 1 advantage.
Okay.
I blame the alcohol. That's what I get for giving in to.
Peer pressure.
You're for social drinking. Teach me.
Definitely not. That's like 2 failures and a
Okay.
threat.
I just have 2 threat.
So with the 2 threats, you make your way across the gangplank, and you slip off the gangplank a little bit, right? And I'm gonna say it gives you that feeling, when you're sleeping and all of a sudden you got that boom, that dropping feeling. That's what you have, and you'll take 2 strain for that.
I don't feel very drunk anymore.
All of us take 2 strain.
Nope, just Daniel.
Just Daniel.
So what about me? Because I had
The 1,
2 failures.
2 failures, but you had the 1 threat.
Yes, and 1 threat.
Okay. What do you think that happens with that threat? I think you saw Daniel earlier, so you're not gonna be so susceptible to that.
Honestly, I think maybe the next thing that happens, I probably got another setback because I stumbled across the gangplank maybe
Okay.
because I had a very hard time and I sort of tripped. and
Rolled
fell.
your ankle.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the next check you got a setback on it.
sure, yeah.
I'm okay with that. And then for Luke. What's your advantage?
Yeah. So I think the 3 failures probably represents me. Like, probably trying to keep an eye on these two because I'm still extremely concerned about them.
Right.
But yeah, the advantage. I don't know. Maybe.
Could he
Perceptive?
help grab me so that I take just one strain?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give it a try. Should I do like some? kind
No,
of,
with
like-
that advantage, you can
Yeah,
definitely
sure.
just grab onto him and help him. With
Oh,
that.
you
There we
listened.
go.
You grabbed out of my belt.
Oh, would I have taken a strain on that last one too? Or
No.
just okay, just that I have.
You're set up for later.
So you guys make your way across the gangplank, and all you hear is the bellowing and the creaking of the wood of the ship.
Hmm.
It's eerily quiet.
Okay.
You notice that the ship doesn't have any artillery on it. There's barely anything, actually. The sails is functioning, but that's about it. And even then, it looks like it's not functioning anymore. Like something ripped it, or that it broke away.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that the wood beneath your feet is very weak.
Hmm.
There's a deck below, right? The lower decks. And there's also what looks to be a captain's quarter on the top deck.
This ship looks abandoned. It feels mushy.
So I feel like knowing that we're most likely going to go below deck, I'm going to put my bow away and then just have my cestus out because I'm like, that just seems like
What's-
weird tight quarters.
What's your weapon? A cestus? What is that?
It's kind of like an
Old school brass knuckles.
Yeah, basically, it's like brass knuckles.
Okay.
More of like a gauntlet
Yeah.
almost.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Usually
Also-
with a blade.
Gonna maybe
Picturing,
grab
like,
a random
Assassin's Creed.
thing, maybe like a plank or something.
Okay.
You know,
So-
on my other hand.
You start to move around to grab a plank, and you can hear coming from the captain's headquarters.
Oh.
Let's check out the captain's quarter.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to brush up there if I hear it as well.
I think someone should be watching the path down below deck because I don't know, it's a little too quiet. Let's cover all of our angles, you know.
So yeah, maybe I'll pull like a because you said that everything seems almost kind of worn and like it's been out here for a while, maybe. Or,
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like kind of like a rotted piece of like plank or something off the side
Right.
of the boat, and I'm like, all right, yeah,
You don't
this will
even-
work.
Don't even have to make a check. It's super easy for you to rip this plank of wood off.
Okay, but does it seem sturdy enough to be able to like hit somebody with? For one,
Maybe for like
one
two
hit.
or three hits.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So you start to walk towards the captain's quarter.
And I kind of want to rush up there, even though I probably listen and agree that this is a perfect setup for an ambush.
But
But I still think
Hey, if you-
I'm really concerned about survivors, especially if
If
someone's
you
tied
want
up.
to get to the captain, I'll watch the entrance from below deck.
Okay, sounds good.
So-
And then I'm gonna try to rush up there. I
Take
think.
a defensive
follow
stance.
behind, I'm gonna stumble behind Luke.
Okay, so where are you guys at? Give me specifics.
So how is it? Is it usually on the floor, stairs down?
Mhm.
I will stand before so that when they're coming up the stairs, I'll be at their back.
Okay, so you're standing at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like-
no.
Sort of at the top of like the opening, I would say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
he
you know how the
basically-
stairs, like if you're going up the stairs,
Uh-huh.
that portion that would have been the ceiling as you were going up the stairs.
Right.
I'm standing there, so as you climb up the stairs, very likely I will be at your back.
Okay.
In case it's someone nasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's kind of like I don't know, standard like ship design. There's like stairs going up, and then maybe captain's quarter up here. Is that right? Or no? Or
Yeah, but it's accessible from the deck.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna go in and just be aggressive and try to kick the door down, sword in hand.
And like I said, I'm just kind of stumbling right behind him. Maybe like not too close
Stack up.
because he basically ran forward.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sort of like, oh, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. And then sort of stumble.
Do you stack up like SWAT style?
I feel like he's gonna
No.
be like all drunken master style and just like catch
Ooh.
everybody off guard here.
That'd be
No.
interesting. So Luke runs, brings his leg up, slams it through the door, and put a nice hole through that door because it was not ready for your kick.
And his foot stuck.
Yeah, my foot's-
Your foot stuck a little bit, but you can still hear the.
all right, I'm gonna try just maybe tackling the door next when I have a second.
Right, you pry your foot out, tackle the door, and you open it. You see a man on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
bounded, gagged.
Mm-hmm.
He has a mark around his neck.
Hmm.
It almost looks as if it looks like a choker, and it seems there's fear in his eyes.
Hey, so I'm gonna say, John, watch my back. I'm gonna try to untie him.
You got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring out my sword and try to ungag him and try to talk to him.
So as you start to undo his bindings, you see the necklace that he has basically start to rotate around his neck. It looks like almost sigils instead, and they start to pry through his skin.
Oh, I'm gonna stop.
Oh.
Does it seem like it's reacting to mine, like active? Like, it's like a Hellraiser.
You try to stop, but it keeps on wearing. It's not a clean cut. It's brutal, and the man's bleeds his last breath.
I say, damn it, and I punch the deck.
His body.
What'd you do?
His body lies on the floor in a puddle of blood.
Oh,
God, it's like voice activated like Alexa.
Alexa, murder.
You hear the bell once again begin to ring from the 7 stars, the merchant ship you were just on.
I step back outwards, and I try to see what's happening.
Daniel.
I'm already ready.
Yeah, vigilance check. Easy.
Okay.
Not easy, average.
I almost got a little excited there. Am I still hammered? I feel so.
I mean, if
I feel
I'm
like
taking a
I
step
sobered
back,
up a little bit.
I feel like you're probably sobered up.
I sobered up a little bit.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Noticed.
Straight up 2 successes.
2 successes. You see in the dark sea, there's this ivory figures crawling up the ship.
Of the 7 stars.
The 7 stars. Skeletons.
Ivory figures? They look like skeletons?
They are skeletons.
I call out to John and Lucas like, we gotta get back to home base. They're skeletons.
You see, it's almost like a swarm of skeletons. It's almost, there's a lot, maybe 20 as of right now.
We gotta get back and help out.
When we left, were there people on the deck other than the captain? Or was it just kind of...
His captain was by himself.
Oh.
With your 2 successes, you can see that the skeletons seem to be almost intelligent. They're boring holes into the ship, and it seems like they're attacking almost the crystal.
Wow.
We gotta get back. I don't think this ship can be. If they take out our original ship, this one's not seaworthy. We've got to salvage our actually decent looking ship.
Okay, so let's see what we can
Oh,
save
yeah.
either ship.
What you guys find in there?
Don't worry about
can
it.
anyone
Let's
help
go.
us?
I'll explain later. There's no point.
Okay.
So you guys rush back to the other ship.
Yep.
Try to help out.
As you guys go back, it's pretty gruesome. The captain's dead. He's been maimed. It looks like he took out quite many skeletons though before he fell.
Oh, Mr. Beard.
But it seems something bore through his stomach.
Oh.
Everybody roll me vigilance. Got a counter going.
Okay. One of the things I took was rapid reaction, so I can add. I take a strain, and then I can add a success to my initiative.
Hey, okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your vigilance, and you're gonna tell me the successes and the advantages you get.
Woo!
3 successes.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
3-0.
good roll. Okay, so I'm gonna take a strain to add 1 to that, and then that's gonna be 2-2.
2-2.
At 3 advantage.
3 advantage. The turn order is gonna be player. Then it's gonna be player, enemy, 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 player, enemy, enemy.
All right, so we know who got what there. Jordan.
There's 5 groups of skeletons out there.
Groups?
Yeah,
So
there's
is it-
3 in each.
Okay.
So the minion groups.
Okay.
The way initiative works, Ian, is it's fluid. Player slots are player slots. Anybody can take that slot.
Okay.
You're not stuck. So if you rolled low, but somebody else rolled high, you can. If it's more advantage, like for you to go to that spot, and everybody agrees, you can take that spot.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna say you guys are on the gangplank. So that's one area by itself. So skeletons appear before you, groups of them, waves almost, and players start first. Who wants to take that first spot?
I don't mind charging in.
I feel like that would be with what your character is currently doing.
Yeah, just charging in from one thing to another. I guess. So I guess I'm gonna try to prioritize getting to the lower deck because we don't see any survivors on the top deck, right? So I think I'm just gonna try to see if I can cut through and make it to the lower deck and try to get to survivors as fast as possible.
Okay, so you're gonna call out basically like, "Hey, I'm heading down stairs."
Yeah, so I'm gonna say we need to get to the lower deck to see if anyone's alive. So I'll just so how far is Group B? That's the closest.
Group B is a short distance away.
So
It'll take 2 maneuvers for you if you want to hit them, though,
mhm.
because you can get within short distance of them, and then you can get engaged.
Okay. What's how many maneuvers do you get?
You get 1, but you can also spend 2 strain to do a second maneuver.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the strain and then get engaged with Group B.
Okay, so you walk forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you going to do when you get engaged? Are you going to try to strike?
I was gonna try to say I'm gonna try to create a path and I'm gonna protect you guys. So I was gonna challenge Group B, which is giving them a bonus to hit me, but a negative bonus to hit my teammates.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say I'll try to protect you. We need to get to the lower group, lower decks, but let's take these guys down to carve a path.
How do you challenge them? Well, what weapons do you have in your hands?
I have a sword and shield. I had my sword out at the beginning as I was like cutting my guy loose, but as soon as I saw these guys, I take out the shield.
Cool. With your challenge, I like to think it's like almost Dragon Dogma, where you walk up and you start banging on your shield with your sword to kind of like get that tension on you.
Right, I love it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly what's happening.
Perfect. So with that, we go to the next player.
I guess I'll probably go next because I'm next on the gangplank.
Oh, sorry. How much strain was it for the extra
2
movement? 2 strain.
Yep.
All right.
So okay, I had Cestus and like plank in hand.
Mhm.
If I were to try to get engaged with Group B and then put away the Cestus and strike, is that a possibility, or would that be too many maneuvers?
So you're trying to engage with Group B, put away the Cestus,
Yeah.
and strike with your bare hand.
No, the plank that I pulled from the ship earlier.
Oh, you're gonna hit them with the plank,
Yeah.
but you want to put the Cestus away.
Could I just drop it
Yes,
and then I can just possibly pick that up later?
possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna like drop it, and like I feel like now that things are happening, I almost kind of look a little more like focused. Where I'm like, okay, things are actually happening now. But
So
I still have to take the setback.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna run up and try to hit Group B.
Okay. Move a story point for me. I'm gonna increase that difficulty.
Oh, come on, man. I already have a setback.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up. Now, this should count as an improvised weapon, should it not?
It does.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. This average, but then so one of these and then a purple, correct? All right, and a setback.
Oh, and yes.
Yeah, I don't like the look of this. Nope. So yeah, flat, even, nothing. I feel like because of my drunken stupor, I tried to swing at a skeleton and I just basically swung completely over its head.
Right.
Because it was just kind of like ran in and tried to swing at it and swung right over its head.
So you swung at it, and the skeletons taking their
Now,
turn.
if he's engaged with me, I do have coordinated assault, which says that up to 2 combatants can gain advantage to allies engaged.
Ooh.
So wait, does that mean I get 1?
You do have 1 advantage when you undo it.
I'm gonna pass that. No, how about now that I realized how stupid that this whole drinking thing was? Can I basically not have a setback for anything else? Like
Yeah,
I'm
you
sobered
sober
up.
up.
Yeah, can I use it for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you realize now it's quite life and death.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no.
It's quite serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only once per turn, so there you go.
No, well, hey, that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
Help me
Yeah,
sober
I
up.
think that's a good use.
I appreciate that.
So with that being said,
So yeah, I probably shout like, "Get your head in the game! Come on!"
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm in there now.
how many setbacks do they take if they don't hit you, Luke?
If they don't hit me, 2 setbacks.
2 setbacks? Because I think because John tried to strike it, it's going to try to strike at John. But
No, you don't want
it's
to
going
do
to take
that.
the 2 setbacks for that.
You don't want to do that.
Let's see what we get.
Come on, Skellies. Hey, that's a miss and a
Oh.
threat on those. Oh, but a triumph! Oh, shh. That
So-
sucks.
There was 3 threats and a triumph and a success. Then it succeeds. It does 3 damage as it kind of rakes at you with its claws.
Ow.
Don't forget to soak it.
What's your soak?
2.
2, so you only take 1 damage.
Okay.
So it barely nicks through your armor. It starts to ravage at your. It's like.
Oh,
Just
wait, I
clawing
have
at
1
you.
defense.
Oh, you
I
have 1
forgot.
defense?
I'm sorry.
Well, let me roll that black die.
Miss. Hey!
So it missed completely.
But-
Your armor, or actually, you know what? Because there was the armor die that saved you, the armor saved you. It hit the leather and kind of just didn't
It didn't
penetrate.
But there's still...
This triumph, you see more skeletons begin to
Oh.
burn down.
It's okay. We couldn't have seen them.
They're so far back.
Next one, turn. It's gonna be Group A is gonna move down and strike at Luke. You see the skeletons are almost militant. They seem to have coordinated attacks,
Hmm.
and it's weird.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna strike at
You
you.
might say there's something wrong here.
Hey.
Flat wash.
Wow.
So, even for all the coordination that they have, the skeletons miss you,
Mm-hmm.
or you use your shield to block them. Something happened that they just weren't able to hit you.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was in a pretty defensive stance, ready to take some hits. So I think I probably saw their swings come in and was able to glance them off.
Right. Nice. With that being said, we have Group C, which is going to come up. Actually, Group D is going now, and it's going to the lower deck.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not good. So they're
Out
gone.
from here. Yes. Next is the player's turn. And the last player that we have is Daniel.
I'm going to, seeing how the skeletons struck our boy, try to attack Luke here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab on to my compass and really hope for the best that I make it out of this situation.
Right. So explain your compass.
So this compass is really fancy. It's golden, ornate, and has a ruby needle that protrudes from the left side. And when it's open, 2 rings float above a gold base. And what I can do is I can draw blood with the needle, and the rings spin, and I can offer a boon or a bane. So I gotta roll d6.
2.
Excellent. On a 1, 2, or 3, I get a setback.
Right. As you're using this compass, you feel this weird resonance.
I don't feel so pleased with this, but I strike at B.
Okay. So you're going to take 2 strain to get engaged.
Yeah, sure. I'll
what
take
you
a
get.
setback also from still being kind of drunk.
Yep.
Such is life.
Oh,
Almost.
It's just a threat.
3 threat.
3
Oh.
threat?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, as you, in your drunken state,
Mm-hmm.
you start to move forward. You take a swing, and you miss, and you fall over.
Oh.
I'm prone now.
You are prone.
Oh, no.
So, that being said, you see another group, the one towards the back of the ship, begin to move towards the lower deck, and Group F follows it too. Before we start this turn, you see the skeletons open their mouth, and in unison, a voice calls out, "You cannot escape." So who's going to take this first player turn?
You know, I'm really worried. I think I'm just gonna say we gotta get to that lower deck right now, so
So,
we can deal with these losers later.
yeah, I'd say John probably waits you for it. Like, go for it, you know?
All right.
Like, we'll try to take care of what's up here.
All right, I'm gonna go down the bottom stairs and try to push forward and see what's going on down there.
Before you even make it to the stairway,
Mm-hmm.
you hear "Grrr," like growling,
Mm-hmm.
and you walk down the stairs, and you see blood splattered everywhere. The crew is mostly maimed, but you see wolves. They're fighting off these skeletons.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try to help the wolves and try to cut down some skeletons if I still can.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This one.
All right, so these 2 cancel out. So that's 2 successes and 1 advantage. So brawn is 3 plus 3, so we're at 6 plus 2 successes.
Damage.
So I think the blood just kind of like fills me with like a certain like mortal fear about like the crewmates that gave me hospitality. So I just enrage and just start hacking left and right, just trying to push forward and in the hopes that somebody's alive.
Yeah, you take out two of the skeletons. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, with your advantage, I'm gonna say that you see a young boy lying in his own blood, blonde hair. It was the same youth who you told earlier to hope wouldn't have a hard life. And this fills you with like this sense of rage almost.
Yeah.
The next time you do something, you're gonna have a boost die.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hold on, kid. I'm coming.
Right.
No, I'm already dead.
I'm already dead.
So, with that being said, who's next?
Am I still hammered, or has the gravity situation finally reached me?
I feel like the gravity's reached you.
I got it.
You got it.
So it's a total of one success.
One success? What's the damage
So
like?
the damage will be 5.
Good. You take care of one skelly.
After putting away the compass in my pocket, I was like, why am I believing in this stupid good luck charm? And it's like, I see John here trying his utmost, and I'm inspired by it. And it's like, okay, despite how I'm feeling right now, it's very much life or death. So I focus more, and despite my very weak-looking self, take a swing, and I actually knock out a skeleton, and I feel good, because that's the first time I ever downed a skeleton.
It's probably the first time you've ever fought a skeleton.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to take the camera back down to the lower deck. You see the wolves are striking at the same group that you were attacking, and you take care of that last minion. The wolves seem to be on your side. As you get a closer look at them, you notice that they're not natural. These aren't real wolves.
A part of me wants to question it, but I think that I'm so like just overwhelmed with the situation that I don't even care. I'm
Right.
just like whatever it takes to kill these things.
I'm going to flip the story point. With that being said, you see in the lower deck, there's holes being bored into the side of the walls, and more skeletons start to come out. You hear from the dining area crying. You take a quick look, and you see that it's Carissa and the girl with the red hair. And you see there's this aura around Carissa. She's using magic. You've seen this before.
Are they in immediate danger? Are they like
It seems like she's kind of handling it.
okay?
She looks at you, and she speaks with this almost unnatural calmness. You need to go to the crystal.
Okay. I know the crystal's below deck.
Yeah,
Further down.
near the storage. So with that being said, we'll go back to the top deck.
Okay.
Strike at our current group, I think.
Yeah, that's.
Let's weed out the numbers. I see more
Hey,
coming.
look. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to swing again at 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah. So okay, with an improvised weapon, I think. What do we do for damage on this?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be your brawn plus.
Can I do agility? Oh no, I can't. Yeah,
You don't have it yet, right?
Yeah. Well, I have finesse, but that's just
Are you using a plank?
Yeah.
I'll allow you to use it with that.
Okay.
As long as it's one-handed.
sure.
So I'll give you your agility plus 2.
So that's 5.
So you take out.
Can I
that
get
group.
disorient with that as well?
It doesn't matter because you took out both of them.
Oh, okay, shit.
So what'd
That's-
you do with that plank?
Probably use some sort of like a sweeping motion to kind of knock them off their feet, and then just sort of like use the plank to sort of hit them both at the same time when they were on the ground, kind
Okay.
of like right in the head, crack the skulls open, you know?
So you start slamming down on your plank of wood on these
Did it?
unassuming
I was
skeletons.
like, did it probably break at this point?
I was thinking that it's going to be a little bit damaged. So the next time you attack with it, it's going to be +1 instead of +2.
That's fine.
If you had threats, I would have had it break.
That's fine. Okay.
So it's my turn with the enemies. They're going to be doing something that you guys can't quite see.
Oh.
There's a triumph in there.
What?
Jesus. What is happening?
So,
So is it going to end after one session?
I had the first group roll, had a triumph, and the second group rolled and had 2 triumphs on them. The ship begins to sink. Water steadily rises up. Your bodies begin to lower under the water. Luke first, of course. It's a rapid motion. It's almost as if you see this actually as you start to float away from the ship. You see that there's skeletons, an army of skeletons grabbing onto the ship and pulling down onto it. So they're actively sinking the ship, dismantling it. They took it piece by piece and just destroyed it. Everybody begins to sink. You guys fall into the dark ocean and you drift away. And that's how our session will end.
The Scorching Ray podcast is
Jordan Tran.
Ian Rodriguez Salgado.
Glenn Miraflor.
Dominick Tim. Through the Mist uses a modified Genesys role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games. You can email us at scorchingraypodcast@gmail.com, and you can find us on Twitter at scorchingraypod. And remember, let that fire in your soul burn brightly as you travel through the mist.
So, at work, we're doing this Halloween thing where we're supposed to pick a theme and everyone's supposed to dress as everything. And I don't know if you can guess, but I'm going to be Oogie Boogie.
Are you really?
Yes, we're going to do Disney villains. So I'm going to be Oogie Boogie. They didn't like, the head coordinator did not like my idea of being one of the eels from Little Mermaid because I kept telling her I was going to start squirming